to Rome's Real Royals. In this episode, we are talking to the first Empress of Rome, Livia Drusilla.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, to play Rome's Real Royals, I'm going to have you come over to the Wheel of Life, and you have you spin it a few times. Whatever subject it lands on, the subject that I'm going to ask you questions on. And you're going to go.
Sounds good to me.
Since it landed on royalty, I'm going to ask you a question about that subject. First question, how did you get the saying, she combs her golden hair, she combs it with a golden comb?
I got that saying by just walking onto my balcony and waving to the people of Rome. When I did that, I had my hair in a nice bun. Everyone complimented me on my hair and said that it was hair of gold. Soon enough, my simple hairstyles became trends, and everyone would wear them as a symbol of power and equality.
Now I'm going to ask you about your marriage. How are you the first mortal to be put on the Roman coin?
I was on Rome's coin because of how my simple hairstyles change equality for women.
Why did the people try to convince your husband that you were a murderer?
In my opinion, I think that there was a small group of people who created a gang that boycotted empresses. They thought that Rome should only be ruled by an emperor, and a woman shouldn't have any say in any of the decisions that affected Rome.
Here's a question based on the subject achievements.
No.
How did you?
Subject. Not some.
Here's a question for the subject on achievements. How did you change equality for women in Rome?
It all started when women started wearing my signature hairstyles as a symbol of equality and power. When women wore my hairstyles, men treated them as equals and allowed them to have a say in the household decisions. Also, before I became empress, my husband made sure that I had the basic knowledge. So I took classes once a week, and soon enough I became very knowledgeable. Once the people of Rome saw how knowledgeable I was, they thought more of women. Changing equality for women was one of my greatest achievements. My father always told me that 49 BC, the year I was born, was the greatest year that he had ever had because he knew that his daughter would change the world.
Thank you, Livia, for coming. This concludes this week's episode of Rome's Real Royals.